Hi there, Nancy Johnson here with Drivers on Demand. If you are a trucking company or perhaps you help recruit for a trucking company and you are still struggling to find qualified drivers fast and you want a simple yet proven way to solve that problem right now and again in the future, then I want to show you this plug and play drivers on demand recruiting system that will help get you 5 to 10 qualified drivers in the first 48 hours of turning it on. And I'm going to show you how we can roll this out and get it started for your company in the next 7 days so that you have that guaranteed pipeline of qualified drivers to choose from week in and week out. We've been doing this for over 5 years. We have delivered thousands of qualified driver candidates to reputable trucking companies across the US. We have proven success with fleets that are less than 10 trucks and fleets that are bigger than 300 plus trucks. We've found drivers for every kind of freight, every kind of equipment, and locations from rural to big city. We have that success with these partners. So if you happen to be a reputable trucking company that has a good offer and treats your drivers right, like you value them and respect them, then we can do the same for you. And I will go ahead and show you some of the results in real time that we have been able to deliver for our partners using this Drivers on Demand system. In this video, we'll break down how our Drivers on Demand recruiting system works and what we can do for you. Then you can make an informed decision on if this is what you need to start filling your empty seats, or if you want to continue to do what you've already been doing. It's completely up to you. So I just want you to imagine for a second what your fleet would look like, or your revenue, your bottom line, if you had a predictable driver pipeline that will fill your empty seats within hours of posting an ad. So no more waiting and posting and praying on job boards like Indeed and Monster and Craigslist. What if you had a consistent and repeatable way to get 5 to 10 new drivers that you can scale freight opportunities with without relying on word of mouth or your driver referral program or your Facebook shares? Also, if you had an AI component that teamed up with your recruiters that would automatically pre-vet your applicants for you so that your recruiters are only working with qualified applicants. So no more endless phone calls, no more dealing with unqualified apps. You just get to focus on the hiring part of the process instead of like the chasing and recruiting. We let our AI recruiter do all of that for you. So some of the results that we've been able to deliver, first and foremost, we focus on finding employable qualified drivers to apply for your specific driving opportunities. So these driver applicants are mutually exclusive. We do not share them across our trucking partners. We've been able to deliver 1,600 plus and counting qualified driver candidates. And on average, our companies are able to hire 4 to 5 drivers in just a short 2-week period of turning on our Drivers on Demand system. So one of our companies said this about us: I've been a woman in business for 32 years and I'm hard to please, but you guys left me speechless. That was Jody Gurney from Gurney Trucking. And here is why. This is a snapshot into their driver dashboard. They have 65 trucks and they started with 45 when they first came to us, and they needed drivers all over the Western United States. And so these results, we've been able to find them 89 drivers that they've actually hired, and they've got 78 vetted drivers sitting in their pipeline. So these drivers actually applied for their open positions. They were vetted and they passed the pre-screen qualifications, but they had more drivers apply than they have seats that were open. So when was the last time that happened with like your posting on Indeed or your Facebook business page, right? So you can see how effective this is. This was all accomplished with just 18 2-week campaigns over 4 years. So about once every 3 to 4 months, Gurney's reached out to us and said, let's turn our system back on, and we turn it on and they'd start receiving applications same day and putting them all in their pipeline that they could then grow with. One of our smaller fleets that we've partnered with out in rural Minnesota, they had a small hiring radius of just 50 miles. They were finding it pretty hard to find guys to do this route for them. But with our Drivers on Demand system, they were able to hire 3 full-time drivers. They've put 3 in their ready-to-hire wait list because they've actually secured more freight and are waiting for trucks to be delivered to run that freight. And they also still have 24 vetted drivers in their pipeline. So they're getting excited about their growth opportunities right in front of them with their small hiring radius in rural Minnesota. And all of this was accomplished with just 1 2-week ad campaign. So I'm going to share with you why what you've been doing in the past isn't working and how what we do is different and that our results are guaranteed. So there are two methods in the trucking industry with how we find drivers. And the most dominant one is the sit and wait method. This is what so many trucking companies are stuck doing. They post an ad to Indeed or Monster or one of these expensive driver platforms, and they wait. So they sit and wait, and they rely on drivers finding them. They post and pray with their ads, okay? Does that sound familiar? I think we've all been there before, okay? Another flaw in this model is that it's high competition. So you're competing with the tens of thousands of other listings on these same platforms, because this is literally what every other trucking company in the country is doing, because it's all anyone's ever known. So not only is it hard for any driver to find you, but the right driver to find you can be pretty daunting ask for that. So it's just super high competition. The next flaw is these platforms, you are directing your drivers to fill out these long applications before they even know if you're going to take a look at them. It causes a lot of friction. It's a high barrier to entry because they don't want to sit down and fill out all their employment history and verify all their documents before they know if they're even being considered. So what this results in is high abandonment or just not even filling out the application at all. The next flaw in this approach is that your target market is the unemployed and unqualified. Those are the ones that you are sitting and waiting for to apply for your open positions. And that's why you're always dealing with unqualified applicants, okay? There's a reason that they're looking for a job, and this is where they go to find it. The people who already have jobs, the ones that are reliable, the ones that have all the qualifications, they're not spending their time on job boards, okay? This is for the unqualified, unemployed, all right? So here is where we are different. We like to employ the go and get strategy, okay? It is virtually completely opposite of everything that the trucking industry is doing right now to find drivers, all right? And here's why it's different, and here's why it works. So first of all, what we do is instead of sitting and waiting, we go and get, okay? We bring your driving opportunity directly to qualified drivers in their social media news feeds. So we utilize Facebook and Instagram, where your drivers are already engaged, they're already spending free time, and we put your opportunity directly in front of them, okay? This results in low competition because we are a Meta certified company, which means we have a special license to run these employment ads, which allows us to have that driver targeting ability in any location nationally. So your job listing is not competing against all the thousands of other listings in that area, okay? It's just being shown in their scroll as they're scrolling. The next part of this is we do not ask them to fill out a full application at this point. We advertise and put them through a 2-minute pre-qualifying application per your specifications. So this is where we ask them what kind of endorsements they have, what licenses they have, their experience, and it just takes them just a quick couple minutes to fill it out. And it results in completed applications because they get real-time feedback if they qualified for that. So already you're establishing trust that someone from your company has received their application, has reviewed it, and that they have passed the pre-qualifying process, and that you would like to speak with them. So it's a touch point, it makes it personal, and that it's not just gone into some electronic abyss somewhere. So this process, we have high conversion rate on our ads just simply by sending them to a pre-qualifying application. And the next important reason why this works is because we are targeting the employed driver with your better offer. So what that means is you're going to be getting more qualified apps because we're targeting people who already have jobs that might just be looking for a change or looking for a better opportunity. And because we put it in front of them, we went and found them. They're like, hey, sure, I'll apply for this. I'll consider this. It's better in a lot of ways that I'm already dealing with. Like, we have removed the friction, we've removed barriers to entry, and we've made it simple and easy for the qualified drivers to apply for your position. Okay, so that's why and how this works. So now I'm going to show you just in a little graph here how the system works. So we first start by putting your employment ads, your driving opportunities into their news feeds as they scroll, and we're only showing it to the top drivers in your specific locations that you're looking for. We send them to this 2-minute pre-screen application, right? And this process right here from turning your ads on to getting real applications is anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. That's where you're going to get 5 to 10 qualified drivers who want to work for you right now, all right? So after this point, this pre-screen application goes over to your in-house recruiters as well as our AI recruiter. So this just encourages speed to the applicant. It will contact them, it will engage with them. It can even schedule up an interview for your hiring process, and it will track the applicant through the hiring process. So we can make this as personal as needed. It can be more heavily relied upon AI or more heavily relied upon with the human touch with your in-house recruiters. We can custom build this per your specifications. Then at this point, this is where you hold your phone interview or whatever your process looks like. And at this point, once you've decided, hey, I really want this guy to come work for us and he likes our opportunity, this is when you send to verify all of their history and their paperwork and all of those things. So at this point, you will interview and hire. And this process from start to finish can happen as early as 1 week up to 2 weeks. And on average, this timeline, you will be able to hire 4 to 5 drivers in just a 2-week time period, depending on how aggressive you are and your need for drivers. So I want to show you the proof of this concept. This is a live campaign that we have going right now. It's been going at the time of this filming for about 6 days. This is for a trucking company that's smaller in rural Wisconsin. And they were able to get 12 vetted drivers into their pipeline in just 6 days. And you can see from the date of submission that they, over here on the left, that they are getting 2 to 3, up to 4 applicants every day applying for their open position. The next one that I want to show you, this is one of our partners. They are looking to add 20 new trucks by the end of the year here. And so we have also had this campaign live for the last 6 days at the time of filming this. We've been able to bring in 41 vetted drivers into their pipeline. So these are all people from lots of different states that they need drivers in who have applied for their specific, this is flatbed routes actually. And you can see the frequency over here on the left of applications that they are getting and how quickly that they are receiving them. So not bad for just 6 days. I actually talked to this owner, or actually this recruiter, head of recruiting this morning, and they've actually been able to already hire and place 6 drivers, and they've got 3 more that are coming for orientation this week. And they haven't even worked through these 41 applications yet. They actually asked us to turn it off while they got caught up on the applications. So this is just kind of some real-time results of what you can expect depending on your needs and how quickly you can expect drivers to apply for your open positions. A lot different than posting on Indeed, isn't it? Or your Facebook page. So here is what you will have after we install our system. As you can see, as I've gone through and shown you the system and the proof, you will have a predictable driver pipeline that will fill your empty seats day after day. And you'll be able to do it without posting and praying to job boards, without sitting and waiting. This will be a predictable pipeline for you. It will also be a repeatable way that you can get 5 to 10 new drivers to scale your freight opportunities with without relying on word of mouth or referrals, Facebook shares, all those kinds of things. Plus, you will be getting that AI recruiter that is going to help you pre-vet those applicants, so you're only working on the hiring side with qualified applicants. Why invest right now? These numbers I'm about to show you are based on existing client calculations. So you know what your numbers are, you know what it costs you to have a sitting truck, but just so that we're on the same page and I can kind of make some comparisons for you, this is what it kind of averages out to be. One sitting truck with their truck payments in a month ends up being around $6,000 a month. The lost revenue on that truck is around $29,000, and the lost profit margin is a little over $4,000 a month. So your total cost to have one truck sitting for 1 month is it's costing your company over $10,000 every month that truck sits. So every month that you post with Indeed or you're sharing on Facebook and you're not finding drivers, those posts, those ads are actually costing you quite a bit of money. And you can see how that multiplies if you have more than one sitting truck. So if you choose to work with us, I just want to point out that we do offer a guarantee. We do not force you into locked-in contracts. We don't feel like that's appropriate. We figure if we do our job right, then we don't have to require contracts. So we don't require any contracts. We do have the on and off flexibility, which means that we can scale your recruiting with your driver demand. If you need drivers, we turn your system on. If you've got what you need, we turn it off. It's turnkey, so if you need drivers now, we can meet that need. If you need drivers 6 months from now, we can turn it on and guarantee same-day applicants. So we only ask that you commit 2 weeks of ad spend per campaign so that we can guarantee those results. Now, if no qualified drivers are delivered in that 2-week ad spend, we will cover the ad spend. We figure if we don't do our job and we're spending your money, you shouldn't have to pay for that. So we cover the ad spend if no qualified drivers are delivered. We have never had to do that, but we put that in our guarantee so that we can help mitigate the risk and help you feel more comfortable moving forward if you choose. So here's what to do next if you want to see what kind of results and timeline you can expect if you were to leverage our Drivers on Demand system in your company. I want you to book a free Drivers on Demand Seat My Fleet call. You can do that just right on this page. It's super simple. Just click the button, below or to the side of this video. You'll just fill out some simple info about where you're at with your drivers, how many you need right now, the size of your fleet, what kind of your goals are there. You'll connect with one of our recruiting experts for a demo to kind of see your location specifically. We'll ask you if you want to share in our offer, only if it makes 100% sense for you. We are a no pressure company. If it's not a good fit for you, then it ultimately won't be a good fit for us, and that just wastes everybody's time. So we like to make sure it's a win-win, and we only move forward if it makes 100% sense for you. And, worst case scenario, you get some personalized feedback on where you're at, and, we got to meet a new face. So if you're still interested and you want to grab book a 15-minute time slot, you'll just do it on this page. And just so you are aware, we do work with only 3 to 4 companies per geographical state. Doing this allows us to deliver results and exceed expectations, and it's what allows us to guarantee our results. We don't really want to be competing against ourselves with too many companies in the same region competing for the same drivers. So we do limit who we take within one geographical region. And so if you want to be one of those 3 or 4 companies that works with us, go ahead and book a call, and we'll see if we're a good fit, and we'll see what we can accomplish together. All right. Thanks for listening. See ya.